Welcome to the Beyond the Vines podcast, where I interview local business owners in Sonoma County to highlight small business and grow our community. I'm your host, Amy Ehlers, a mom, realtor, and Sonoma County native, and I'm excited to connect you to some amazing people in this beautiful area that we call home. Welcome back to the Beyond the Vines podcast. Thanks again for tuning in and listening today. I am here today with my good friend, Matt Evans. He is the owner of Matt's North Bay Maintenance. I am absolutely thrilled to have him on here today, hear more about what he's been up to. Welcome, Matt. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much, Amy.
I'm so glad you're here. It's so good to see you again, too. We reconnected over my house projects, and it's been really good to catch up with you. So
yeah, likewise.
For sure. So when did you open Matt's North Bay Maintenance?
So it's only been a short period of time. I went off on my own 6 months ago, approximately, back in June. And after working for a general contractor, pest control company.
Right.
Working 6 to 7 days a week, trying to make ends meet.
Yep.
And I just had to, in working those 6 to 7 days a week, I was establishing clientele.
Yeah.
Booking out 2 to 3 weeks in advance, to where I had to pull the trigger and make that leap, make that jump.
Right. Which is a scary jump.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially having a family.
Yes.
Mortgage.
Yes.
Being a very expensive time.
Yeah. In the trade. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, everything being so expensive.
Yep.
From groceries, just whatever.
Oh, yeah. To gas.
Yeah, to gas.
All of it.
Yeah.
We're all feeling it.
Living here in Sonoma County.
Yep.
So.
That's so cool. So you were already working in the field, and then it was just that 6 to 7 day a week load it gets draining and burns out.
Exactly. I mean, really, no work-life balance.
Totally.
It was all work.
Right.
And having a younger child and now a newborn.
Now, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Amy. Thank you. It was, I was missing out on so much, and so not to say, opening up a company, you're only working 8 hours because you're not.
Right.
There's everything on the back end that people don't see as well, right? From doing the quotes to getting the materials to all of that.
Right.
But like just the other day, I had some estimates to do. I had some materials to pick up.
Right.
I took my son with me.
That's so cool.
Brought him to the paint store,
I love that.
Yeah. So that was super cool.
Such a good experience, too, for him to get to see what you do and be a part of it. I bring my kids to showings when it's an appropriate time with a client, and I think it's so good for them to see us doing these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It teaches them worth ethic.
Exactly. Yeah.
It teaches them. I mean, my son loves it, I want to go on your job. Yeah.
Yes.
And soon enough, I mean, I want him to go his own pathway, but if he'd like to follow in my footsteps as well, I would love it.
Totally.
So if I can teach him some of those things, I would love that.
That's so cool. Even if he doesn't end up on a business end following you, just to have that knowledge of home projects and home maintenance is so key.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, what kind of projects do you do?
So I typically say general residential maintenance. So from interior, exterior painting, power washing, wood restoration. So power washing, sanding, and staining of decks and fences.
Great.
Dry rot repair.
Great.
Up to termite. It could be termite or dry rot repair. I do rodent exclusion work, moisture barriers, sump pumps, doors, windows. Failed windows, decks, toilets that need to be replaced or repaired. So, I mean, and that's why
that's a wide range. That's incredible.
Yeah, which is good because I'm not just sent to interior, exterior painting.
Yep.
Because that can get a little slow too.
Yeah. So. Well, and it's good. It's good for you that you're so broad and you can help people with so many different things, but it's also good for your clients because you're a one-stop shop. We can have you come in and fix everything that we need, which is amazing to have that one contact that's that skilled.
Absolutely, Amy. Absolutely. And the thing is that I tell my clients, I say, if I don't know how to do it, I know somebody who does.
Exactly.
Living here in this small, tight community and growing up here, I know a wide range of people from tile guys to electricians.
For sure.
So yeah,
that's such a handy like person to have. Any homeowner to have you as a reference. So
absolutely, and I try to go that extra mile.
Definitely.
I'm not trying to put a markup. I'm just trying to help out my people, and that's what they are, my people. I mean, they're helping me out by putting food on my table as well. So so if I can just at least give them, and that's always can be sketch or not sketch, but just referring somebody, right? It could come back and so having trustworthy people that I can rely on and refer is key too.
Because it's kind of like putting your name on it, right? Like this is who Matt sent, so they better be good.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you gotta be careful for sure, which is great. But you are like a very particular person, and so I think that's why people trust you with that. Like you're known for that, for being so good with your work. So I think people trust that.
Yeah, absolutely,
for sure.
Yeah. And I know that, and it's great. I like that people know that. Hey, call Matt Evans. He's going to do a good job.
Yeah, exactly. Which is so great.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite type of home project to do?
I do like dry rot repair, being able to take something that's failed or compromised, with the before and afters. It's always a good before.
I saw one of your photos the other day. I was shocked.
Exactly. Yeah. So dissecting what's there and putting it back together and getting it all painted and looking beautiful. So I do like dry rot repair. To say I have a favorite thing, I mean, I like doing it. I like doing it all. Being hands on. Also, wood restoration, making. I mean, a lot of people are going from a natural wood deck to composite materials where there is less maintenance. But I do like to make decks look new again.
I love that.
And that's always a good before and after. And that because a deck is a place where family is brought together and barbecues. And so when you have a nice deck, or a patio, paver patio.
Like American dream. Or a paver patio like mine that needs a lot of love right now.
We'll get there.
For sure. For sure. Oh, I love that. Is there a favorite project that you've done for somebody that stands out to you as like?
There's actually a recent job that I just did for a very kind, sweethearted lady, Donna. Donna came as a referral from a buddy of mine, North End Plumbing, Nick
awesome.
and James. And she was, I mean, even when I went to do the estimate, I don't charge for estimates, free estimate, but she was adamant on giving me something.
Wow, yeah.
Right? So that just made the job like I wanted to take care of her. From just from that point, I wanted to do a great job for her and really take care of her. So that was just a really that was a good job. That was
That's
a full,
so sweet.
Yeah, that was a full interior paint job. Again, me kind of going over and beyond to take care of my people. She didn't want me to paint her ceilings, but she actually moved out. She actually went to a hotel. Didn't move out, but she went to a hotel. I had everything covered and masked and prepped. So what's another gallon or two to make that look? That the cherry on the top.
Yes. So. Which it's also kind of speaks to you just in general. You are a perfectionist in the best way, and like the fact that you go that extra mile for a client. So that's incredible. What specific strategies or techniques do you employ to ensure that top-notch quality?
Well, I always try to treat every job like it's my own house. So, I mean, from using the great quality products, not, I mean, I like to use Benjamin Moore. So just good products to assure. I mean, that alone is going to help me give that good overall quality, finished quality product. So,
that's a very good point too. You're not skimping on the supplies you use. You're bringing the best that you can to people. And I love that point of view, like working on it like it's your own home.
Absolutely.
I think that's so key to make people happy.
Absolutely. Treating it like it's my own.
That's incredible.
That's how I always go in it.
Yep. I love that. Can you share a piece of advice that you would like to give to any homeowners regarding their home maintenance, maybe just based on what you've seen?
Yeah, absolutely. don't defer maintenance.
we talked about this, you and I.
Don't defer maintenance, because in the long run, it's only going to cost more money.
For sure.
So, and I say that it's very hard to. It's very hard to do when everybody's caught up in their daily lives.
Totally.
To overlook something, that paint. I just using this as an example. The paint's chipping. Well, the paint's starting to chip. Why is the paint starting to chip?
Right.
Is there a leak? Don't put that off.
Right.
Get it done. Call me.
Call you to get it done.
Call me to get it done.
Well, and we kind of talked about this too, because you were at our house recently. I see these things because working in real estate, I go to all the inspections. I love to be there for inspections so I can learn everything.
Totally.
So I go to all of that. I see all of these things in houses and I realize, I got that at my house too, and I see them. Whereas my husband pointed out, like, he's so wrapped up in the day-to-day busyness of his job, our family, all of that. It's like he doesn't even notice these things, and I think that's common for most people. You just get used to it, and you don't even see it. Exactly. So it's great to point out, like, be aware of them and get them fixed sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed, just being at your house a week or so ago, just not telling you what to do, but giving you recommendations.
Super helpful.
So this trim board is starting to get compromised.
Exactly.
Let you know how to repair it, those types of things.
So I think that's really crucial too for anybody that's calling you to know, like, you can call Matt for this job, but it's great that you also point out the other things that maybe need to get done as well, because people don't see it.
Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes I don't always like to do that, but sometimes people do. But sometimes people do appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it.
Exactly. When I was meeting up with you and Jeff, you guys were like,
for sure.
I didn't even notice that.
For sure.
Well, great.
Yep. Exactly. It's almost like a little mini home inspection while you're there.
Exactly.
It's an extra service.
Exactly.
So. How do you stay updated with the latest techniques and materials in the industry?
Believe it or not, Instagram.
Oh, that totally makes sense.
Instagram has a lot of good feed.
Great point.
Also, my reps from Golden State Lumber, Tamalpais Paint and Color in Corte Madera, those type of people. Hey, Matt, try this new product. It's been on the market for just a short period of time, but it's got great reviews.
Great.
Let me know what you think about it. And 9 times out of 10, it's a great product, and I'll use it again.
That's awesome. So it's the connections you have and also social media, which that's how a lot of us are, learning new ideas. I use it a lot for food, for cooking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, I want to make that. Save that.
Yeah, absolutely. New recipes.
Totally.
That looks yummy.
That looks yummy. Exactly. Yeah. And for you, it's, learning those new products. That's such a great point.
Absolutely.
It's broadened all of our circles in the best and the worst way.
Yeah, it has. I mean, Instagram can be, I don't know, just, it can be... especially when you have a newborn or a young, you need to put the phone down.
Put the phone down and be present.
Be present.
Exactly.
Because that's not always the best either. So it has its pros and its cons.
For sure. And we don't want our kids to model that either, for sure. So so we kind of talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but I know that you have a very busy family life. You have a wife, you have a toddler, you have a newborn, literally newborn. Yep. Tell us about that juggle.
Well, it's very tricky. Luckily, I have a great wife.
Amazing.
That is key as well, because it's hard to do it all, and especially being a full-time mother. That's what I mean. She's at home.
That's incredible.
I go to work and I take care, but she's taking care of the house. So to have that teamwork, that teammate. I couldn't do it without her.
That's so awesome.
I couldn't do it without her.
That's so awesome. Yeah. She helps you a little bit too at the business sometimes too, huh?
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Absolutely.
What a great support to have that.
Absolutely.
So I love that. Coming off of the business a little bit, this is everybody's least favorite question that I ask. What are 3 fun facts about you personally?
This one's 3 fun facts. I think this one kind of stumped me too, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, everyone's always like, every time I ask.
3 fun facts. Related to work too?
It could totally be.
Yeah. I was going to say, or personal life. I mean, I like to ride motorcycles when I can.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
when I can, like I said, because there's not a whole lot of time for that anymore.
Yep. I think when your kids get a little older, you'll find that you have a little more flexibility in that.
Yeah.
We're finding that now as our kids have like gotten in that next stage of life, we have more time to do our own hobbies again.
Yeah. And I do kind of want to maybe get rid of the motorcycle.
I would have to agree. I think that's a good plan. I mean, safety wise.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I'm on it, I have my family right here.
Oh, yeah.
Because all it takes is
1 second.
1 second, and then I'm paralyzed or whatever.
Can you I can't even imagine.
Whatever the situation is. To where I actually, today I was thinking about selling it and getting... I like cars as well.
Right.
So getting a vehicle to where we all can.
That's a great idea.
Go out and enjoy a nice Saturday or Sunday cruise, going to breakfast.
Oh, right.
I've done the whole boat thing.
Yeah. Not into the boat thing anymore.
I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's very.
I was going to say not owning it though.
Exactly. Find a friend with a boat.
Find a friend with a boat.
Yeah.
I love that. Awesome. That's great. Anything else? Any other facts?
I think that's about it.
There we go. Yeah. Perfect. We've learned a lot anyways, just with the kids and everything. So at the end of each episode, I like to ask, is there anyone that helped shape your career that you would like to give a shout out to?
There's this one was kind of tricky too. I mean, I could have a whole list of people, again, being in this small community, a lot of supporters. Matt and Natalie, Grant.
Oh, yeah. Natalie was on not that long ago. Yeah, they're amazing.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Natalie, she is one to push me.
Fantastic.
She was actually one that I was like, Matt, go on your own. Go on your own.
So
go on your own. And again, like we talked about, it's scary.
Yep.
It's scary.
Yep.
But again, my wife is
awesome.
My wife is a huge supporter. She's from day one too. Matt, you could do this, and she still tells me, like, there's days where I don't work for 1 or 2 days, and she's like, Matt, I'm not I mean, I say I'm not working. I mean, there's always something to do, but she always tells me, Matt, I'm not worried about you.
She's got faith in you.
Yeah,
for sure. Which is what you need, because you're not always going to have that in yourself. So it's so good to have someone that does.
Yeah. And then my stepdad, Steve Hans, I used to work for him for 18 years.
Amazing.
For Deckmasters, House Savers was the company.
Cool.
He was the father figure. He put trust in me and let me do my thing. And so he was always huge.
That's so special to have that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So. Brandon Slack. A lot of my close friends, Ryan. I mean, like I said, there's so many people that are in my corner and that have pushed me.
That's so great
to do what I'm doing.
I love that.
And throw work my way.
Yes, I was just going to say that also helps you as you build your business.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's so, but it also speaks to the person that you are, that everybody wants to help you. So that's incredible.
Exactly.
It speaks to who you are. So amazing. Yeah. Where can my listeners find you?
They can find me. I don't have a website yet. I'm working on that. But Instagram.
Your Instagram's awesome, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You have a great feed.
Yeah. I'm trying to work on that, trying to work on the reels.
Yep. It's a whole nother job.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. So, Matt at Matt's North Bay Maintenance.
Perfect.
Check me out on that page and follow. Give me a like.
Awesome.
Give me a follow.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it. It goes a million miles.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. Thank you so much for coming on today. It was so good to chat with you.
Amy, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. And thanks for listening.
If you like what you hear, please be sure to like and subscribe. Learn more about Sonoma County and all that we have to offer here.